We are coming. Day after day. We are coming.
All right, we're back. Meetup week. My name's Will DeFries. To my left, Mr. Meetup himself, David Roof.
I saw that our friend Alex Morgan is not going to make the Olympic team. Not on the roster. How does that affect your viewing?
Bro, my roster's so deep that, like, I don't need to worry about, like, just, like, one, like, chick, dude.
You got signed out.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, how deep is your roster?
Dude, my roster's so deep, dude. Dude, I'm in, like, way too many situationships right now.
You sound like a player.
Aw, dude. My chill to pull ratio is just pretty good.
Don't you give her a roster spot just for the vibes?
What's the vibe?
She'll be on the sideline, right?
You know, she's great, man.
She's won. I mean, she's won one. She's won numerous,
She's
I think.
great.
I don't know.
Doesn't she do podcasting?
I'm not sure.
No, it's possible she does, man.
She's a pretty lady.
I don't know if that.
Also
has to do
very
with this.
accomplished on the field in her profession,
Yeah, that too.
which I appreciate a lot.
Roster is a term that wasn't around when I was in my prime dating days, but it's a good one.
Yeah, here's the thing. Even if the term was around in my dating days, I don't think I would have had the means to use that word in the way that it's used.
Yeah. Dillon, wasn't your roster like left hand, right hand?
I don't get it. What do you mean?
Well, just like you had to register these two things as deadly weapons
Oh yeah, that's true.
with the police department. Because
Yeah,
if
that's
you were to
true.
hit somebody and hurt them, well,
yeah, yeah. I have no follow up to that. Yeah,
Dylan
That's
Shivery,
right,
ladies
Dave.
and gentlemen.
I don't know what he's talking about, but sure.
jacking
Hey.
off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't have to register them, believe it or not. Yeah, just shout out to my Aggie friends out there. Thank you, y'all.
Come on, dude.
Dude, it's been a tough couple of days. This is sincere. I feel bad, man.
Why do you feel bad? Can you explain?
You're the
For some
least
people
sincere
who aren't
person I
following
know.
college baseball as closely as you, can you explain why you feel bad for the Texas A&M Aggies?
If you rewind several days, Texas A&M was up 1-0 in the College World Series final.
Mm-hmm.
2 days later, they lost. They
Oh,
lost 2 games in a row in the national championship to Tennessee. Shout out to the Vols. 1 day later, they lost their head coach and their entire coaching staff to hated rival University of Texas. It just had been a tough few days. That's all I'm
the
saying.
burnt orange?
Burn
How many
orange.
recruits and players are they losing to?
That is yet to be seen. Rumors are that a few players are going to make their way to Austin with Coach Schloss.
Do they have any like Barry Bonds types? Any Mark McGuire's in the bullpen?
Yeah.
What?
Yes, they do. They got
Nice.
some Mark McGuire types in the bullpen.
That's tight.
That's
Yeah, man.
huge for them.
Just just thinking of you guys. That's all.
You're mean.
No, I'm being
This
serious.
is disrespectful. Dylan's been dunking on people from his Orange Bloods burner account.
I'd be hurt. I'd be upset if I were an Aggie fan. So I can empathize.
Is he a good dude?
I don't know. I don't know much about him, to be honest.
All I know of him is that he's a heck of a ball coach,
Yeah.
but also that he is a complete dickhead in press conferences.
Yeah. 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 He could have handled the press conference better.
Yeah.
But I think the real winners here are just fans, because it's like this is throwing a lot of fuel onto the rivalry fire here, and it's going to be fun.
Are you going to go to College Station for the football game?
I don't have plans to currently. No.
You should. I think Texas fans should. They should make that trek.
Maybe.
That'd be
Maybe.
fun. I'm not going to do it because I am primed to get my ass kicked.
You won't get your ass.
You'll be
kicked.
all right.
No, dude. I'm going to walk out of there with a steel-toed boot in my jaw.
In your jaw?
Probably
Mhm.
a square-toed boot too.
Mhm,
A lot of
Ooh.
square toes in College
mhm,
Station.
Yeah,
mhm.
not
It's
as many.
good.
Not as many as there are in Lubbock,
No,
but lots of them.
lots of them. A lot of M frames. A lot of wraparounds.
You know, that's a good point. It's more M-frame territory than it is square boot territory.
But like unironic M frames.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like they wear me because of the max coverage of the of the lens over the eye.
Will, did you ever see the old school internet photo that was the message board, early message board meme, and it was the Aggie fan with the backward hat. He was doing this, looking at it like covering the sun, and people were like, "You could just turn your hat."
Yeah.
As much as I love that meme, it's very clear that the Texas A&M logo is photoshopped on.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That makes it even better.
Yeah, I know.
Internet,
I know.
dude, it's undefeated.
Dude, yeah, unlike A&M's football team. I don't know why I'm doing that. That's just mean.
You're already having a tough time. You're going to dunk
Who are
on
they
them?
gonna
That's just
hire?
mean,
Who's
dude.
A&M gonna
I'm
hire?
sorry.
I don't know.
I heard they're going to get Coach David Pierce from Texas.
That
Oh.
would be awesome.
I'm
Oh.
hearing rumblings of some other coaches maybe heading that way.
Like who?
You know,
What are your sources telling
my
you?
sources.
Your baseball sources.
Well, I don't know. Where was Del Conte before?
TCU?
Who's TCU's coach now?
Hard to say.
Truly.
Dude, I bet he goes there.
I don't know if they.
Nah,
I think
dude.
they're thinking bigger. No offense to the Frogs. They better not look around San Marcos way. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's where Schloss came from, is TCU.
That's how he knows Del Content.
They were boys.
I think I'm going to train Fritz to be a baseball star, but I want him to be the guy that wears the work gloves instead of the baseball gloves.
Bring that guy back.
That guy's awesome.
That guy was sick.
That
Dude.
guy was crazy.
That guy swung hard. If you just needed to move the runner, like situational hitting, he wasn't your guy. He wasn't going to do that. He wasn't going to lay down a bunt, no small ball. He's doing one thing. He's swinging hard.
Like if any major league player decides to go with work gloves over baseball gloves, I will buy your jersey.
I want Fritz to be the first baseball player to play in work gloves, but also like his entire game is speed and small ball and just getting on
Mhm.
base and drawing walks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's a money ball guy, but he
Mhm.
wears work gloves for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to look pretty, but he'll get the job
No.
done.
Mhm.
He's going to work the count.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a smart hitter.
He's the opposite of Adam Dunn, the donkey.
That dude. He'll strike out 20 times in a row, then hit a home run, and it's like, all right, we'll keep him in the lineup.
That's sick though.
I don't-
It's sick though.
Yeah.
Not ideal if you have strikeouts going against you in your fantasy league. I'll say that.
Here's a fun factoid. He went to the University of Texas as a quarterback.
So was he just one of those dudes in high school who was built like a 25-year-old who just like could just make shit go for?
He lost his job to Chris Sims, I think. We never had a starting job, but he was buried on the depth chart, so he played baseball.
And then
instead.
Chris and Adam got their initials tatted on each other, right?
Yes. Yes.
Am I confusing players? Maybe.
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan, the head coach of the San Francisco
Mhm.
49ers.
We should do that in Chicago. I want Randy's.
You're not getting a tattoo. Quit
How do you know I don't have one?
Because I've seen you.
No, yeah.
You're not
seen all
getting a
of you.
tat, dude.
Okay.
Yeah,
You won't get a tat in Chicago. No,
I would not do it in Chicago.
Come
I want
on,
to fly. I
come
want to fly
on.
home with saran wrap on my butt or whatever.
Why, dude? Take up your QZ in the line and insecurity line. Walk through. Be like, yeah, I got some ink.
That-
I got some ink.
That's the line they send me to, the insecurity line.
Mhm.
And they're just like, ooh, dude, take off your hat. Ooh, what's going on up top? I'm like, all right.
Damn, man.
Man, you're carrying a little bit more belly fat. You must be about to turn 40. Yeah, I get it. And you're
There's just a bunch of teenage girls that work that line.
Yeah.
Just point out everything bad about you.
just Gen Zers just like taking photos and they're like, this is going to be a big meme.
Why are you wearing ankle socks?
He's totally like a midlife crisis boomer millennial type.
This guy has
Pretty
no
much.
res. I'll be honest. I feel like I'm treading water and sinking slowly right now when it comes to Do You Know It, a game show podcast. At this point, I feel like my biggest competition isn't even the other the other players in the competition, because they're just so far and away above me right now that like I feel like my only competition here is the host. I need some softballs thrown to me at this point, and it's not going well for
If
me.
you want to feel better about your performance, I was playing along in my head, and I would not have done well at all. You and I would have been competing for last place.
Yesterday's episode was great. It was a 4th of July, America themed episode with the 4th of July coming up. It turns out U.S. history and songs from our bicentennial 1976 are much more in Brett and Dave's wheelhouse. And so there's a lot of regrouping going on. The DeFreeze camp over here probably deserve to be producing next month. It is what it is. It is what it is.
You'll be on the new rig here. New computer.
I'm excited to test out the new rig. Take it for a little spin. See what she can do. Rev that engine.
She does what the last one did, but just a little bit better.
Okay.
Lights up. Too.
Okay.
It lights
You
up
see
too.
that the
Yeah.
hard drive lights
Yeah,
up?
Randy did the extra $7.99 upgrade to get everything that lights up, which is sick.
That's just how it comes nowadays.
Mhm.
Oh,
No,
the
Randy's
fans just
new
get
Randy's
out
new
LEDs.
keyboard has it revolves colors. It's actually cool.
The,
Are you
the,
hacking?
the one at the desk? I didn't even know we were getting that keyboard.
Ooh, what a nice
I think
surprise for you.
no, I think Randy did some keyboard sprinkles on the order.
Nope, because I already had this one that I was bringing in.
Some keyboard sprinkles.
You're putting off the vibe of a guy who might be a hacker.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
in.
Are you Silk Roading?
Are you in the mainframe right now?
Do we talk about the dude that hacked the North Korean internet?
We talked about it, but was it just around the office or we talked about it on the pod?
I don't know.
I don't
I
remember.
feel like we did talk North Korea, but I can't
I
remember.
freak with
why.
that dude's vibe though.
I feel like that's a country easy to hack into.
Oh, he straight up said like it was very easy to hack into. It's almost like one person set the entire thing up and like it's very, very delicate. So he does plan on doing it more, and he does plan on he said his main goal is he wants to show all of us what their internet looks like.
I would love to see.
I would love to see too. What, Randy?
Little Rocket Man should focus a little bit more on cybersecurity and not building rockets.
I bet it's just like 5 pages they're allowed to visit, and it's all just propaganda
Mhm.
for their country.
Mhm.
Dylan just moved on from your joke. He didn't even acknowledge it.
I'll give myself a Patriot point.
Patriot point for Randy. He did say that America is much more fragile than what we realize too. But there's a lot more,
This guy sounds
a
smart.
lot more hurdles to
Not
get over.
me.
Sounds smarter than me.
I use McAfee.
Pat?
Mm-hmm. I use McAfee. It just stands up at all times wearing a tank top,
Mhm.
just hovering over
Just
my computer.
Protecting your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and then it'll say something a little bit like, "All right, whoa, dial back." But
Didn't
for the
that-
most part, it protects my computer.
Isn't the McAfee guy like crazy?
He's
What-
dead.
What's his story? Did he die?
Well, is he?
Oh.
Isn't he kind of nuts? But like in a fun way?
And it might have killed a guy in South America or Central America way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he
pretty
went,
fun.
he, went off,
Allegedly.
he went off the deep end a bit, I think. And like I think there are legit theories out there that while he is dead, that he might have faked his own death.
He's got fake your own death vibes.
That's
yeah,
sick.
like out of anyone that could fake their own death right now, he's definitely on the he's on the short list.
He might have been. This was never proven, but I think right when the initial, I guess it was probably the second or third Epstein raid, the one that everybody cared about for some reason. They didn't care about the first couple.
Well, they didn't have drone footage for the first two.
He might have been behind the drone footage.
Oh,
It was just circling the island and getting all that footage of like the numerous odd things.
I was sitting at Grand
shrines.
X watching the drone footage that
temples.
was live on YouTube, and you could see federal agents inside of Epstein's house, and they were trying to cover up the windows with cardboard boxes when they saw the drone.
It
was
seemed
like
pretty half-assed.
it was the most hilarious thing, just seeing like people being like, "Oh no, there's a drone out here trying to cover it up."
People. There was speculation that he might have been because he was on the run via boat, and people were like, "That's McAfee doing that." And I don't know if that ever came to be true or not. But he's allegedly dead. But some say he's not.
It'd be annoying to be running around a boat.
Depends what that boat.
Yeah,
do it on
just
a
a big
cruise.
yacht. You could do some running on it. This weekend, Chicago. If you live in Chicago, if you live in the Chicagoland area, if you want to fly in and come visit us, we will be in Chicago. We're going to be doing a Muggsy event on Friday night. We will be doing a listener meetup at Sluggers. The Muggsy event will be at Armitage. I don't know how to say it.
That's
still.
a street. That's
Yeah.
how I heard it.
I had a
said.
backer reach out to me and tell me how to say it phonetically, like in the DMs, and it didn't help me.
I did too, and it didn't help me either.
Yeah, I looked at it and I didn't have the heart to tell him like, "Hey, dude, this isn't moving the needle for me."
Do you want me to just play it online? I could look it up with the new computer. I could do that now.
So this is from our
Sure.
friend, the Summer of George on Twitter, who's friend of the show. He said, it's Arma, and then he just spells it out. It's like, he said, instead of Taj, it's Tige, but that still could be a number of,
Armitage.
it could be Tige, Tige,
I like to put a little stank on it.
Yeah.
Armitage.
Armitage.
I'm going to start saying that.
Armitage is baller. Everyone go to Armitage for the Muggsy store. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a real good time. You guys know the rules surrounding meetups. HPO, which doesn't really matter for you guys because everyone's hot. 1 shot per host rule. Dillon will claim to get absolutely obliterated and then not.
That's my rule.
So it should be a great meetup.
I stick to it. Do not bring me a shot, please.
Do you guys mind if we hear from our friends over at Rocket Money, the personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills so that you too can grow your savings?
Mm-hmm.
I love Rocket Money. Not only do they sponsor a golf tournament in my home state of Michigan, but I get an email from them every Monday morning with a really clear and concise look at my finances. But one of my favorite things about them is that they've just saved me a lot of money in the past by getting rid of unwanted subscriptions that I have. I'm an idiot when it comes to signing up for things. I've been signed out of certain accounts that might broadcast live sports, a million times, and then I've just created a new account. I've tried to bundle them with other accounts that I have. It's just a whole nightmare, and suddenly I'm paying for 3. Well, guess what? With Rocket Money, you can see all your subscriptions in one place, and if there's something you don't want, they can help you cancel it with just a few taps. Their dashboard shows you your month's spending compared to last month, so you can see all your spending habits. And they'll even create a custom budget and keep your spending on track. They can even negotiate lower bills for you by up to 20%. But Rocket Money's got over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 per year when using all of the app's features. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/circling. Again, that's rocketmoney.com/circling, rocketmoney.com/circling. Dillon, you had a column recently, washed.substack.com, where you did some predictions for the Chicago meetup.
I did, Will. Yes.
Do you mind if I read a couple of these predictions?
Yeah, let's go, man.
A couple of these dictions?
Yeah.
Little dickies over
What's that
here?
smirk about, Randy? You got something to say?
I found how to pronounce it.
Okay.
We moved up. We moved past that.
Yeah,
man.
come on, dude.
We want
what
to
are
say
you-
it incorrectly.
Hey.
Well, it is incorrect or it is correct. This thing from L Stop Tours, so it's a Chicago thing.
I bet L, it goes real hard.
Yeah, it says that
I know exactly what L looks like.
It's
and I haven't seen
pronounced
a photo of him.
Armitage, not Armitage, because pronouncing it that way, it gives it more of a Chicago sound. It makes the French cringe.
Okay.
So Armitage is how we're gonna say it like the
Armitage.
locals.
Armitage.
Armitage.
Oh,
None of the
man.
explanations in the DMs displayed this correctly.
Armitage.
If I was going to do that, I would say ARM-UH-TIDGE.
Yes.
Armitage.
That leaves no doubt.
No doubt, dude.
So
I
Taj
don't really
might-
care for that.
I fucking pissed on that one.
This
I
guy.
hit that one over Fenway into a parking garage.
You did.
It feels a little too industrial for me.
I think Taj is how you're supposed to pronounce it, but Tidge, I think, is how.
Well,
Chicagoans
Versailles,
do it.
Ohio is just Versailles, but it's just Versailles, which is awesome.
For sales. that's the worst one.
It's so good though.
but the best at
They're
the
like,
same
no,
time.
no, we're skipping over it.
No.
It's just Versailles.
We're taking all the French out of this one.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Bernay, Texas is actually how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
Burnett.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just Blanco, Texas should be Blanco.
I made that up, by the way. I don't know if that's true.
Oh,
I
Probably
believe
not.
it.
Bowie and Bowie.
Dillon's first Chicago meetup prediction was he's disappointed once again by Chicago deep dish pizza. His number 2 was he falls in love with Summertime Shy. Number 3, he complains numerous times about the Cubs not being in town.
oh yeah.
That's fair. Number 4, we don't make our Friday night dinner reservation. And number 5, I'm able to move from Sluggers, move on from Sluggers, adding a rogue apostrophe from their new sign.
Unable.
Whatever.
Yeah, unable to move on from it. It's gonna bother me
Why is it going to bother you?
because why is there an apostrophe in pianos?
Yeah, that's tough.
That's the guy who owns the bar.
Yeah, his name's Piano.
Peter
Duel-
Piano.
Dueling pianos.
Mhm.
Yeah.
His name's Dueling Pianos.
That's his middle name, Dueling.
Interesting. I didn't.
It's
Okay,
Polish.
I'm gonna apologize to Mr. Piano when I see him.
Mhm.
You should.
Yeah.
He's going to be there, allegedly.
How does that happen? How does that happen?
You know what pisses me off like the most on these signs? It should be apostrophes, but I hate it when they put unnecessary quotations in it.
Did they do that on this one?
No, but when it's just
Dude,
like
I know.
world's best apple pie, and I'm like, what's up with this apple pie?
Yeah.
Why is it hypothetically the world's best?
It's been said.
I saw
Someone
one.
else
I
said
saw one that was like donut shop. It's like, do you or do you not sell donuts? These hypothetical donuts.
That means that they're laundering money.
Okay.
And they're just kind of giving you a little wink and a nod.
Mhm.
Like,
But
yeah.
that seems a little obvious to put it just right there on
Well,
the
they're
sign.
just
like,
doing you a solid. Like, hey, we might get raided while you're in here.
Mhm.
yeah.
This could go down.
Okay.
Yeah, what if you were just like I dropped Rosie off at the dog groomer earlier? Like, what if you're just standing there and suddenly FBI agents are just weapons drawn on you?
He's sick, man. Low key.
I don't know. Would you wonder if you did something wrong? It's like, wait, have I been like embezzling money for
No.
years, not realizing it?
What if you're
pretty s-
holding?
I'm pretty straight laced, man.
What if you got a pocket full of poppers?
Yeah. You guys hear about this pink cocaine? You probably have.
I haven't.
They're making pink
What
cocaine.
There's a
is-
new-
what's up?
There's a new designer drug called pink cocaine that is, it's not actually cocaine. Apparently it's a mixture of several drugs that can kind of
That's where I draw the
show
line.
itself in different ways.
Sounds super safe.
Yeah.
I'm
Sounds
out,
super
on,
sick.
I'm out on blended drugs.
Mhm. And the reason it's pink is just dye. They just dye it pink.
Oh, see that again.
That's-
I don't do
that's
food coloring. in
added
my
stuff.
drugs.
Yeah.
We don't need that.
Is
I
it
want the
red
pure
40?
shit.
I don't know. It's UB40.
Oh, I get it.
I have a prediction for the meetup.
What's up?
I'm not going to do any pink cocaine at it
That's a good prediction.
unless offered.
Ooh, I'm gonna smoke one cigarette, please. No, I'm doing more than one. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding?
If you do that, then I have a prediction that I will take one puff of Dillon's cigarette and then be like, "Oh, why'd I do that?"
like, I'm not gonna bring them with me, but I'm hoping that some backers
Like
have
Gordo will
some.
show up with one.
Yeah, just a P funk.
Who am I rooming with?
Your
Dillon.
boy.
Did you not see the internal memo released on Circling
When
Back?
did we decide that? Why am I rooming with
Here's the
Dylan?
thing: you weren't a part of the decision.
Oh.
Randy and Brett made the deal, and I think Brett made the deal because of not because of one of my predictions, but I have a prediction based on Brett's deal that he made.
Randy, you didn't want to stay with me?
Well, here's my prediction.
You go ahead. You say a prediction.
My prediction is that Randy spends at least one night not in the hotel.
Oh,
And this is why I think Brett wants
I
to
don't
room
know
with
about
him so
that.
that Brett can have a room to himself, possibly, knowing that it's very likely that you two will sleep in the hotel room.
you think this dude is gonna find somewhere else to put his little
I
I
don't
could
know.
just crash at a buddy's place. Who
cute little
knows?
head down?
Yeah. What's more likely? Randy goes home with a nice young lady, or Randy just crashes on his buddy's couch?
How many buddies do you have that live in
He's
Chicago?
at Bub City
I
till
got-
3 a.m.
Probably like 4 that still live there.
Okay.
I think people are going to be coming by. But also, my big thing was that Brett and I more than likely will probably stay out till like 2 or like late, and you guys are probably going to turn in at like midnight. So
Ooh, that's a
why would,
challenge.
Also,
why-
I will be getting up definitely no later than 6:30.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
Yep.
That's the time I get up.
Don't wake me up at 6:30, please.
I can't, dude. I can't sleep in.
No, I'm saying just don't like.
You
"Hey,
me tippy
Dylan,
toeing around the
Hey,
room?
Dylan.
I'm up too.
Don't
Or I'm
want to do
so
yoga?
should
You up,
be
bro?
No yoga for me. That's my prediction.
Unless you want to sneak up in my bed and get a little cuddle session, don't wake me up.
Okay. You might just see me staring out the window.
Can y'all drop my phone off for me when I inevitably just leave it in your room?
Yes, we
Make sure
got
my
you.
wallet's on you at some point.
I got you, fam.
Okay. I do have an over/under set for beers drank by Dillon at the meetup.
Okay.
3.5.
Ooh.
3.5. It's a very
good-
modest number.
That's a good number.
It's
Well,
a
I'm not-
modest number.
I'm obviously that's not the only thing I'm going to be drinking.
No, I don't. I think okay. I think you have 3. I think the over under for your drinks consumed is 3.5. I think you're talking a big game. I want to see you at 5 or 6.
Okay. Say less.
3.5 plus a shot is probably a good amount.
I'm going to get strong armed into taking a second shot at some point.
I will not be doing what I did before the last meetup, which is drink 3 frozen margaritas at El Tiempo and then come in just absolutely guns blazing into the
Well,
meetup.
that was just we didn't know.
Well, the second flounder sat down, I knew I was about to get just wild.
we kind of blew that a little bit. Also, I got absolutely bullied into taking the second shot.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And
You
I'll
know-
be passing on your Malort shots.
You know, I might make a rule that the only shot I will do is Malort.
I will do one. If it's the first person that asks me to do a Malort shot, I will do it with them.
We
But
should do a-
with them, they
we
have to
should
do
do
it
a
with
bit
me.
where no one asks Randy to do a Malort shot. They return to a table with like 10 of them, and there's 11 people there. It's like,
You-
oh, sorry, Randy.
You just see me in the corner by myself doing a Malort shot by myself.
Putting it on someone else's tab. No, that backer bought it for me.
Can you still get the cicada one?
Are there cicadas? Do we need to frequent the cicadas while we're there?
I don't know. I'll have to ask, but there are not many in the city. They have been spotted there, but nowhere close to really.
What's
Randy's people are telling him like we've spotted them.
all right? What's Brett wearing to this meetup?
Oh no, come on, man.
I
Come
left off
on,
my
man.
last prediction, by the way.
Oh shit!
There we go.
Number 5, I hit the batting cages and played Golden Tee at Sluggers. That's a given. And number 1, Brett bricks his fit Saturday. Okay, I think he's going golf polo, cocky logo, and I don't think he'll wear. I think he's gonna want to wear jeans. He's gonna be wearing mugsies and a golf polo.
It's not going to be so hot that jeans are not in play, right?
I hope he doesn't back the Converse.
It might actually
I'm
be
not
a little
big fan of
chilly
the
at night.
Converse.
Let's see.
I don't like the Converse.
I just don't like Converse. In
I do like the
general.
Converse.
You do?
I don't like them with joggers, like no one does, but they look good. Like he rocks them with those little pants.
We need to force him to wear like a rowback and some Mugsies.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I am kind of wondering about the Mugsy meetup fit because I'm gonna rock my Mugsy jeans. Everybody knows that, but my up top might have to pick something up at the store.
What if
20% off.
What if we do Abercrombie model shit at the Muggsy thing and we just
Top,
wear
top.
jeans and no shirt?
You stand out front and you can't acknowledge anybody.
Mhm. What if we just toss on a bunch of Abercrombie fears? Say what up.
Still, the weirdest thing I've ever seen is a bunch of moms and their teenage girls just like taking pictures and like flirting with like a teenage model with his shirt off outside Abercrombie. I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah. Counterpoint.
The moms were getting way too into it.
Counterpoint. Like a lot of dudes just like posting up outside a Victoria's Secret store, waiting for their wives to come out, maybe taking some glances they shouldn't be.
Yeah, I guess Abercrombie. The Abercrombie thing from 1999 through 2008 was just a weird time.
Those photographers got to have some blood on their hands. If you raid their hard drives, they got to have some 17-year-old boobs on their hard drives that you just shouldn't have on there.
Did you have to be a certain age to stand out front of Abercrombie with your shirt on?
I
No,
don't know, man.
With your shirt off?
If
don't
I
think
had it
so.
like that, I might do it.
you got to be diced.
Hmm.
That's how you refer to yourselves. I'm pretty diced.
Dude, I'm diced.
hemp necklace,
Yeah.
cargo shorts that are sagging a little bit, frayed at the bottom.
Oh
Maybe a hat that like has a fish hook in it.
Just putting out the vibe.
When
What
I was
vibe is that?
When I was in 8th grade, I was pretty skinny and small, and I bought an extra small muscle fit tee from Abercrombie that fit perfectly, and I wore that thing 4 days a week for first semester. Just couldn't take it off. Thing smelled like shit, but I looked like a baller. Abercrombie was so sick.
Didn't Les Wexner? Yeah, he was. Yeah, that was one of his brands.
That checks out,
Interesting.
because
As
of
was Victoria's Secret.
that checks out.
Okay,
Yeah.
look it up.
What's going on there?
I believe his name is still on one of the schools, medical school, maybe at Ohio State.
Oh, really?
Might be time to change that.
What's the name of his little community in Ohio?
Was he problematic or is he just tied to the problematic
Well,
guy?
I mean, he, from a bird's eye perspective, when you give Jeffrey Epstein, what's the lawyer term, Dave? Right of
Power of attorney?
power. of
yeah.
attorney. There
When you give Jeffrey Epstein power of attorney, that usually makes you believe that something weird's going on.
Oh yeah, he was very
It's Epstein.
He was all over that stuff, and I believe gave Epstein his $10 million mansion in New York City, in Manhattan. Like, just gave it to him. It's interesting.
I'm just sorry. I
What
got
idea?
derailed thinking about like what if there. You know how they have like yacht rock bands?
Yeah.
What if there was like a yacht rock band that was lawyer driven,
Okay.
and instead of performing the power of love, they did the power of law?
Okay. That's the power of law.
Like they all have briefcases.
I'm sorry. Are the briefcases like decorative? Or are they playing?
There's 3 of them, and it says law. And so when they say that's the power of law, and it says
Yeah.
LAW.
That's terrible. I hate it.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think that's going to happen.
Okay,
That sidetracked you that much?
just had a thought.
Okay, I'm glad. I thought you were going to go. That's the power of attorney, and again,
That's
it
the
was a syllable.
power of attorney.
Too many syllables. We had this problem yesterday on the game show.
That was 2 little syllables.
Evil woman. They put way too much emphasis on that first.
Evil woman.
Well, I thought it was medieval woman, and when I saw him read it, I was like, "Oh fuck, is that right?"
Dude, I thought it was medieval woman this entire time. I
would-
also thought Bad Moon on the Rise was Bathroom on the Right my entire life until I sang it and someone corrected me.
I get that.
Shout out to my mom.
How different of a song is it if it's just about a medieval woman? How horny are you if you're in the modern era and you're like, I'm gonna write a song about medieval?
About
chicks."
this wench over here.
I read.
I
I've
want
been
that
watching
Friar
a lot-
Tuck looking broad.
Mm,
I watched
showing the
Robin
ankles.
Hood, and I've been thinking a lot about these women
Mhm.
from this other time.
I've only been in 2 plays in my life. Both of them were Robin Hood.
You know, it smelled crazy back then, too.
Friar Tuck.
What's Friar Tuck?
Who's Friar Tuck?
What is that?
He's one of Robin Hood's dogs.
It's that boy.
Oh. I was talking about how it smelled crazy back then.
But he probably smelled too.
On account of the poor hygiene and the lack of plumbing, running water, that kind of thing.
They're just throwing their poop pans out of their window.
Right.
Or
Where'd they poop?
Buckets.
Really?
Maybe they dug holes or something.
What'd they wipe with?
Corn cobs.
Corn nuts.
Hard
Not
to
corn
say.
nuts.
Hard to say, really. Maybe they didn't.
Well, it wasn't until
They
the
weren't
French,
just ghosting their entire
Really?
life.
They're phantoming. They're praying for phantoms.
Yeah, you can't phantom for life.
You ever think about how
That's-
humans are the only animals that wipe?
Yeah, but we're also the only ones that have a civilized society.
I thought bears low key do.
Like, do they all just have like that residue?
Dogs
down
will do
there?
it once in a while on the ground, just doing that scoot around.
But isn't that weird?
Yeah, rubbing your ass on a carpet to wipe. It's weird as fuck.
No,
Maybe we're the weird ones.
It's weird that we're the only ones that do that.
Hey, man.
Maybe that's true, Dave.
We
are the-
invented bidets.
It's gross back there.
Yeah.
I need to cop a new bidet. I left my old bidet at my old place.
You did? Just for the next tenant?
Well, it was kind of, it had gone through a lot.
I'm asking for that to get removed.
Yeah. It's for sale. My old place is for sale if you're looking to buy.
That is a cool place. I just don't, if I get into a new place and they're like, hey, check it out. The previous tenant left their bidet. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't really want to share the memories with them.
I'm asking for someone else to remove that bidet. I'm not removing it myself.
That's I'm putting that in the lease. Property manager agrees to remove bidet.
It was one of those situations where, like, if I removed it, it would have really amplified the amount that the toilet seat was possibly broken from when we installed it. And so it was like, you know what? I'm just going to leave this on here. I'm just going to leave it here.
I get it.
Never hooked mine up, man.
Oh, dude.
I know. Missed Oppo.
I don't
know
think
what
I
it
was.
is.
I think I was above the age of 30 by the time I first tried a bidet. And once I did it, I was like, oh, I get it now.
My problem is I've never tried one, so I don't know what I'm missing. That's why I didn't hook mine up.
I mean, just a little.
Flounder's parents had a bidet. They were the first family I knew that had a bidet. And I was always like, damn, that's fucking, you guys got
baller
it
shit.
like that.
Yeah.
I was at Sally's grandparents' house in Florida, and they had a bidet, and I'd never used one before. So I was like, I want to see how aggressive this thing is. I thought it was going to be like, those water, remember back in the day in like the science lab when they had like the things that would blow the water into your eyes if you got chemicals in there? No one
Yeah.
ever used it. I thought it'd be like that kind of pressure, like just kind of bubbling up. And like I pressed the button and it shot out of the toilet and hit the wall on the other side. And I was like, dude, if I did that to myself, like that water might just come out of my mouth.
Have you used one that's like its own structure? Because the ones we've used are
yeah.
the ones the tushy ones. Are
I
just
don't
an
like 'em.
insert one.
Yeah, I'd rather have the insert. I don't want to go from point A to point B.
Yeah. You just switch over.
Yeah.
It's a lot of tension on your quads if you stay in that squat position.
Yeah.
Just saying. If you're serious about realizing gains, like you might want to.
Dillon's not, dude.
I don't
Per the
know.
conversation we had with the rowback guys last night, Dillon's not
Dude,
serious about games.
Honestly, it was great for a really fit, in shape guy to like co-sign my theory on that. Felt nice.
He was talking about his calves.
Which we talked about the whole leg
You said you could grow hammies.
marginally, which is what I've been saying.
It's marginal.
marginal.
Sounds like some goalpost moving, but
Yep.
we'll move on.
Medieval
If I had
woman.
tiny ass legs, I'd say that too. But I don't.
So this guy went to the Ren Fair, had such a good time, met this tavern wench. I was like, I'm gonna write a fucking song. And not
Mhm.
only am I gonna write this song, but it's gonna stand the test of time. So much so that a game show,
Mm-hmm.
paywalled game show,
Do we know it?
is gonna be talking about this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And none of the guys are gonna get the artist correctly.
Nope.
Who was it?
Yellow.
Oh yeah.
I put Steely Dan like
Dude,
a silly bitch.
I almost put Jimi Hendrix for some reason. I could just see him having a song called Medieval Woman.
We should get AI Brett to do an AI song about a medieval woman.
Yeah. we
But
can
it's
do that.
not in medieval music. It's like a modern classic rock even.
I guarantee you there is a Ren Fair band that performs that song and does Medieval Woman.
Probably.
They're just on the lute and stuff.
Are there just
Probably
Ren Fair
text Ren
bands?
Fair.
Honest
Yeah.
question. Are there just like Ren Fair bands?
Yeah.
That'd be fun to book just for something random.
Ooh, we need a Ren Fair pop punk band. That's Dillon's bet payoff. He has to go watch them.
I thought
Oh
it'd be
my
fun to
God.
have like, a day rage style event in the Washed Media and other office suites parking lots. But that dream died very quickly when a happy hour fell through. So yeah, I don't think we're going to get any medieval women to perform at our office complex.
I sneaky love how much that bothers you.
Dude, I just don't. I just think socially speaking, like it's just you can't just no show stuff. Like you
Yeah.
gotta shoot out the text before.
The fucking news are supposed to be.
It makes
news
it
is
awkward
supposed
that
to
we
be
can
it.
open the window and see them in there working from this room right
Yeah, I
here.
can see you driving out.
Hey, we're doing the happy hour.
Hey, we cleaned our office for you.
Got a lot of variety here.
Hey, Dave scrubbed the toilet.
Dude, it was so clean.
We
out
took the
here.
garbage out.
Bathroom is looking good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whole place is looking good.
Yeah, I refolded
man.
all the merch in case you guys wanted any free stuff.
Yeah, we give you free stuff.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
We put Jolt Cola in the bidet.
And you wonder why I have to go to therapy. I love therapy. Let's talk about therapy real quick.
Yeah.
Some things get you down in life. It can be social stuff. It can be work stuff. It can be a combo of both. Like you had a work happy hour no one showed up to. But
Mhm.
whatever it is, I do love therapy. I enact therapy in my life a fair amount at this point, and it is never not helpful to me. But our friends over at Talkspace, the leading virtual therapy provider, makes getting the help you need easy, accessible, and affordable. If you are like me, you know that it can be a little expensive to just go out and find a therapist and go about it that way. Therapy can be costly, but Talkspace is affordable and in network with most insurance providers. Talkspace therapy and psychiatry are covered by many insurance plans and employers. Most insured members pay a copay of $30 or less, which if you've ever paid for it out of pocket before, you know that is a great deal. You can easily sign up online and get paired with a licensed provider that's the right fit for your needs, typically within 48 hours. You can also switch providers at no cost. Talkspace makes getting help convenient because you can take your appointments from the comfort and privacy of your own home, which I have to say, I've done this several times and I actually prefer it at this point. It's kind of nice to be in your own space, get in your own headspace and just talk it out. Right now, as a listener of this podcast, you'll get $80 off of your first month with Talkspace when you go to Talkspace.com/circling and enter promo code SPACE80. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com/circling and enter promo code SPACE80 to get $80 off of your first month and show your support for the show. One final time, that's Talkspace.com/circling, promo code SPACE80. I need you guys to mansplain something to me.
Okay.
Eric Mond. What does this name mean? Why should it mean anything to me?
So Eric Mond is the son, I believe, no, I think it's son of Charles Mond. And Charles Mond, people from Austin know that name because it's a dealership franchise that's been around Austin for a very long time.
His dad owns a dealership.
His dad owns a dealership.
Is he
which
frat?
Certified frat.
This guy sounds sick.
Well,
Any relation to Will?
Will Mond? Yeah, actually.
The backers dig it, man.
Yeah, so a well-known Austin family, car dealership family, and I believe Eric Mond had a house on the golf course at Austin Country Club. Like, obviously, its family comes from a lot of money. Obviously, they got money.
Well, yeah, his dad owns a dealership.
Eric Mond is currently in prison.
Oh,
He stepped out on his wife. He was on a business trip. And I think this is pretty accurate, what I'm about to say. Hired an escort. I think he kind of fell in love with the escort and it ruined his life. And he wanted the problem to go away. And so I believe, had her killed. I don't think he killed her himself, but had her killed. Maybe someone else that was killed too. I need to freshen up on the facts of this.
Was the ex-wife the wife was the target? I don't know. You know better than me. I just heard it on the golf course.
Maybe I don't know better than you. I'm not sure.
Somebody had a contract on their head.
Yeah.
well, the Texas Monthly wrote a story on this. And one of the things to come from this is something that I think we need to enact with this company. It says, a contingent of aging car dealers and other businessmen regularly gathers at a central Austin hangout they call the Shithole. Basically a painted concrete man cave behind a Shell station, overseen by Salem Joseph, a longtime gambler and self-titled head motherfucker in charge. Over the years, it's drawn former UT football stars and other local luminaries, lending it to a certain allure. The Shithole crowd represents an older generation of hustlers and scrappers, some of whom had known Charles Maud, the founder of the family business. One of the days we visited, a massive TV playing ESPN was mounted over a dripping sink. Wooden floors offset the gas station vibe while a handful of men sat around a table cutting chunks off a block of Costco cheese.
Okay.
Can I subjectively say that dudes rock?
Dude, me and the boys just eating Costco cheese.
Dude, do we need a spot like this? Like, we kind of have been treating the studio like this lately by coming back here and sipping some cold boys. But like, I think we need to get a dingy, back room somewhere and just start showing up there.
This isn't dingy at all. This is a perfect place for that, which we've only used like once or twice ever since moving into this space.
It needs to be dingy. Can we like?
It's almost like we all have like an apartment right off South Lamar that we just barely use.
Why don't we just get like? Can we just get like a structure and attach it to the building, and we can just have like a little side room that feels Soprano vibesy?
We built a studio.
Like, I want to feel like we're in the back room of Bada Bing. It doesn't feel like that in here.
No, you're right.
It always made me uneasy on how easy people could just walk in the back door of the Bing.
We have the bullpen out there. Should we just like get a block of Costco cheese, toss it down on there, and like start planning murders?
I think we need more hustlers and scrappers hanging around. Mainly scrappers.
I don't think we employ one single person who could be classified as both a hustler and a scrapper right now. I think we have scrappers. I think we have hustlers, but I don't think we have a hustler and a scrapper.
Randy's scrappy.
I brought in blocks of fudge that we cut things out of. That's close to cheese.
Yeah, but are you a hustler?
Yeah, fudge and
You're
cheese
a scrapper.
are real close
Randy's
together.
a scrapper.
Yeah, they're very similar.
Fudge and cheese. thanks for bringing that fudge in.
You have you had any of it?
No,
I have.
Where
a
did you
sugar
bring
play.
fudge in?
Oh yeah, you
brought fudge for the whole squad, man.
Yeah, dude.
From
You
Buc-ee's.
haven't tapped into the squad fudge yet?
Did I not get any fudge?
There's still fudge out there. If
Did
you
you
want
not
fudge.
offer me fudge?
I'm offering you right now. There's still fudge out there.
Is
Go
it
try
still
some,
good?
dude.
Does fudge last?
Yeah.
Randy took a picture of all the fudges in the case so that if we want to know what flavor we're eating, he can reference it.
There's the key lime fudge.
Except for
and
the
I was
one,
like,
except for
Dylan's
the
gonna
one
like
that I
this.
ate that was cut off by Randy's dad finger in the photo.
Is there still some key lime fudge in there?
Yes, there's some key
All
lime
right,
fudge.
I
in
might
there.
try that.
Wait,
Sounds
what
pretty
happened?
good.
Your finger? You fingered the fudge?
I did not finger the fudge.
What's
David.
he talking? What did Will
Did you
just
finger
say?
the fudge or not?
I did not finger for the fudge.
Yeah, he fingered the fudge, hey?
They don't have them labeled on the little variety pack I got, so I just took a picture of the fudge like and the display at Buc-ee's, and I missed the one of them I didn't have the name for.
Oh, it's
Buc-ee's
Buc-ee's
fudge.
fudge.
Buc-ee's
I didn't
fudge.
know that. Okay. All right, so back to the cheese.
Do we have any luminaries here?
I didn't really care for them. Too much ha.
Oh, hey.
It's good.
Good band, but
It's good. It's really
they
good.
kind of sold out a little bit.
Should we show up to this place? It's not that far.
Is it an
No.
open invitation?
We're
I
not
don't think
scrappy
so.
enough.
Something tells me that security might be a little up.
You know here.
I used to be scrappy. I'm not as scrappy as I used to be. And I still try to hustle, but man, I
Are
think
these some
tea's low.
tough hombres we're dealing with here?
I
it's
feel
like-
like they've got gout.
I mean, they go to the shithole.
High likelihood of gout with this
Yeah,
crew.
they're not chasing us down if
Has-
we
they eat
steal a
red meat.
neon sign from the shithole. I don't think the bad motherfucker
Time
in
out.
charge is doing anything.
Has Texas Dives done anything on this? This is a Texas
No,
Dives.
he needs
like-
to. He needs to.
Is there air conditioning back there?
They've got a portable unit.
I can tell you it probably do smell crazy in there.
Yeah.
Not medieval crazy, but
You can buy those like sheds, like a tough shed that we could kind of turn into like our own little thing. Just kind of take up a couple spots in the people behind us who don't go to happy hours office parking lot, and we'll put it there. And when they ask like, "Hey, did you guys have permission to just take up a tenth of our parking lot?" We'll say, "No, but maybe you should have thought about that when you just no-showed our happy hour that we bought a lot of beer for." That's what I would say, hypothetically. Not saying we're going to do that.
should we storm their office suite?
Yeah. Let's just go plop a 12-pack down. Like, you're going to drink this with us.
Hey, here are all the beers that you guys were supposed to drink. I hope
It's
you,
taking up
I hope
way
you
too much
enjoy
room.
them.
By
Yeah.
the way, we're inviting the Australian guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're worried about the integrity of our top shelf in our fridge, so you guys can have these beers.
It's a forced happy hour. We're doing this right now.
Mhm.
Also, I invited some Lumineers.
Oh,
They're gonna do a quick little set, acoustic. It's
That's
gonna be
huge.
fine.
They would probably be really excited about that.
Yep. My buddies from the shithole are coming down, so you might want to hide your stuff. Hide your lappies.
All right, honey, I'm going back down the shithole again. I'll see you later.
That's
don't,
a place-
Don't stay up for me.
That's a place you don't tell your wife about.
No, it's a He-Man Woman Haters Club. That's all it is.
That is, yeah. They just talk shit on their wives all the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They probably drink Cuddy Stark, don't they?
I don't think they have a high-end liquor cabinet.
Oh, I'm gonna have so many Cuddy Starks in Chicago.
I bet there's a lot of dust on those bottles.
Oh yeah, but
Like,
don't let it fool you.
I know what
John.
Cuddy Sark is, obviously, but some people at home might not. So how about you explain it to them?
Well, it's,
That's what Texas is going to do when the SEC runs through them.
It's good, dude. That's good. I like it. I like it.
I don't think you do.
I like it.
You were
I like
talking
the
you were
joke.
talking college football playoff last night. It's expanded to 8 teams this year.
12.
Oh, see, yeah, they're definitely going to make the playoff.
Yeah.
Everyone's making the
I mean,
playoff this year.
It's not guaranteed, but they got to win. If they lose 2, they're in.
If you can't make a playoff with 12 teams, you should just shut it down.
A lot of teams aren't going to make it.
Nah,
Only 12 will.
it's a lot.
Think about it like that.
It's a lot.
Does that start this year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no excuse for Texas not to make it.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
You're setting them up to
12 spots, dude.
Yeah.
6 SEC teams are getting in.
probs.
You know how it is with money. Randy,
Yeah.
Randy knows he's a hustler.
Everyone wants to claim everything.
He's a luminary type.
I didn't know you had a musical talent.
He does. He plays his briefcase.
Yeah, I'm actually part
It's
of the power of law.
It's good. Can we talk about another dude's rock situation? You guys hear of Jeff Black, spelled Geoff?
Did you want a picture of this place?
I did.
Put it up, yeah.
We're done now.
But you know, kind of went
Way
away.
to go,
There it
Randy.
is.
Producer week.
I mean, I would have one single Vortex bottle at the shithole.
Yeah.
Dude, they probably have them in the back.
Probably.
The shithole's a vibe.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I could see the shithole taking off and being one of the more popular bars in Austin.
Oh, can I ask you a question about your Vortex bottle?
Yeah.
So you were gone, but Dillon and I did the stream a couple of weeks ago or whatever, and last week, I guess. And we were like, what if we did like a thing? What would be the number of patrons that we could get that you wouldn't be mad if we drank the Vortex bottle?
It wouldn't be that high. It wouldn't be that high. Enough patrons in the hopper. I would let someone have the Vortex bottle.
Like if we converted like 500 people, and then Dillon and I just went to town on that Vortex bottle.
Yeah.
Like even Baby birded it.
Mhm.
I told Dave it would cost us a friendship. With
it would be a lot.
Yeah.
Like it would be a negotiation for
Would that
sure.
be worse than the Masters thing?
I think I'd feel similarly at this point, but I think the Masters will always be a hole in my heart that I can't mend.
Okay.
Even now
Like
that
my
you,
pullover.
even
though
now
you
that
just
you've
went.
been.
Like my pullover.
You just went.
That's my
Yeah,
Masters.
are you a little less
pullover.
angry with me now that you've actually been?
How are you wearing that? It's hot in here.
Yeah, what are you doing?
It is not hot in this office.
It's stiff.
I put it to 73 today, and by the time
Freaking
y'all
rock
walked in,
hard.
somehow it already went back down to 72. I think there's a setting.
Yeah, the
freezing when I walk in
The setting
here.
is my right thumb.
Bitch, it's freezing in here.
I think the vent must hit your desk because it is not.
Maybe it's because I'm so breezy with it.
I'm like a little sweaty. Not sweaty, but like I'm getting a little moist over here. A little dewy.
Okay.
I don't want to stay with him.
Okay. Okay. Jeff Black. Let's talk about Jeff Black. Can I read you guys a tweet thread that he sent out that's since been deleted because he got roasted off Twitter?
Mm-hmm.
He said, longtime friend in his mid-50s hosted a guys' night this past weekend. There was
Sick.
probably 50 guys there. Roasted a whole lamb, ribs on the smoker, ton of food and booze. My friend had nothing material to gain from hosting. He doesn't, quote unquote, sell anything. But he has always had a huge network and understands relationships very well. So why would he throw this party? Well, until the last couple of years, his home was always a beehive of family and friends coming and going. Most of his family moved away. Two kids left the house for school. He mentioned this year his big, beautiful home was feeling empty, and that's why he threw a party, simply to connect and make more friends. And it was pretty great. Some of the best conversations I've had all year. Some of the best things in life are free. Or some say the best things in life are free. I say the best things in life are things that you're invited to.
Generational glazing right here.
Dude, can you like
To be clear, it wasn't free.
It was For him, it wasn't. The guy, the host.
Yeah, the dude bought a whole lamb and they roasted that
That's
thing.
an expensive time.
Do you spit roast a lamb? How do you do it?
So they just made fun of the lamb during the whole party.
Yeah, Jeff
good.
Ross.
It's good. It's good.
That's so mean.
Yeah.
What's the lamb do?
They're calling him out for like mouth kissing his kids and shit.
This guy's brain is so LinkedIn coded that he can't get away from the idea that like people just hang out.
I know.
Like-
This is such a normal situation.
Like trying to portray a dude having a party at his house as like a non-networking event. Like every event in this guy's mind is a networking
Dude,
event.
you're so
except
right.
for this one, which is like he's like, no, dude, this wasn't even a networking event. This is just people hanging
Dude, he
out.
thinks in terms of LinkedIn.
You're right. This is the guy who goes to South by. And this is the South by guy who buys the week pass, spends like $1,200 on it, and goes to all the events. Not to like be like, fuck, might be a cool band, might have some cool drink. It's to go and fucking network. And this is the kind of guy I can't communicate with.
Like this guy, his brain can't fathom that someone would just want to hang out with friends. It's like a networking opportunity. It's probably not for this guy. He probably just wants to throw a dope party.
Friendship died after 35 so hard for this guy that he forgot what it was. Like he adopted the grind mentality and decided to go all in.
It's so true.
This guy just needed some time with the boys.
What a boner this guy is. Dude, just go drink some beers with your friend. Eat some lamb and shut the hell up, Jeff Black.
Imagine like if I had the Kentucky Derby little get together at my house when my mom was in town. Imagine like just signing on Twitter after and seeing Dillon writing a tweet thread being like, my friend Will threw a party. He had nothing to gain from this. Like what? Like, dude. I just wanted to.
You just did this for the Kentucky Derby,
Yeah,
and it was a great
to
time.
my mom I had friends.
Not once did I think it was a networking opportunity. We were just having fun drinking.
Sit y'all down and be like, so you hear about these knives?
We're just betting on the ponies and having a good time.
I did something similar in high school. My parents were supposed to go on vacation, but the fucking keg guy got there early, right? So my dad answered the door and was like, hey, what's this about? And I was like, nothing. Parents saw that, realized I was going to throw a party, and decided to not go on vacation. I was like, weird move. It's already been paid for. So like the whole rest of the night, we had to find a place to throw this party. We ended up throwing it at the Moon Tower.
Really?
Yeah, fight broke out. Nobody remembers who won or lost. They just remember that there was a fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it was wild, dude.
Did anyone smoke cigarettes at the party?
Yep, a lot of cigs getting blasted. People were smoking marijuana, motherfucker.
That fight was very one-sided. I heard actually.
It was like
Yeah.
people. One of the guys, the guy who initiated it, actually, kind of expected people to break it up, but it didn't work like that. People just created a circle that didn't allow anyone to break it up.
You know what I did recently? Speaking of that movie, I took Chelsea to dinner near the baseball field where that paddle scene was filmed. Mitch Kramer getting his ass
I've never been
whipped.
to that baseball field. I'd like to go to it.
Because I used to play baseball in that field when I was like 12 and 13 years old. And so I was like, hey, like, have you seen Days of Confused? She's like, yeah, once a long time ago. I took her to it and we like got out and I was like, yeah, Ben Affleck right here, like a whole thing. And I just went there like the other night. It was cool.
Then what
I went to what's the burger spot?
Top notch.
I went to Top Notch for the
Yeah.
first time earlier this year, just solely because I'd seen it in the movie and wanted to go check it out. It's fun.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's just, it's just an old Austin.
The burgers taste like what it looks like there,
Yeah.
which is just old school and pretty
Yeah,
dressed
Like
down.
a char burger.
I don't even know what you'd call them. It is. I think it's charbroiled, not a smash burger type.
Nah,
I'm sick and tired of hearing about y'all's fucking smash burgers. Just stop. We get it.
Love just putting it on there and smashing it.
It's just everything's a smash burger now. Like, shut up. It's fine. It's still a cheeseburger.
It's true. It's just smash.
Smashing, baby.
You have to say that every time you smash it. You put the little grill thing on it.
If I'm Jeff Black's friend, he's not invited to my next kickback. Like, dude, you just ruined the whole vibe
Yeah,
of this
dude.
thing.
It's not good.
Like, we're just trying to have fun and drink beers and like get away from the,
Yeah, now everybody knows I'm like sad and I don't really talk to my friends much.
get away from the wives a bit. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I live
this
in
guy
this big
needs.
house
This guy
alone.
needs to get out.
You went straight to Twitter?
I like how you said he had nothing to sell, which means that this guy hasn't gone to an event
know,
like
yeah.
this unless it's been
so
fucking
depressing
a
to think
while.
about. Like, this guy's been invited to so many networking events where
Like,
he's obligated to do something.
When I go to my friend's house, I'm not expecting to be sold on something. I just want to it's just to hang out.
You park, you're like, well, what is it going to be this time? It's like they're selling Advocare.
Selling kitchen knives, like
You remember Advocare?
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that's still a thing. But it'd be like, guys, I'd like to talk to you about Spark.
yeah.
It's great for mental clarity.
I have an
And you're like,
investment
man, I thought we were
opportunity.
just hanging out
An
today.
investment opportunity for you guys. Like, oh, well, I just brought a sixer. I thought we were just going to watch the ball game. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No,
Mm-mm.
sir.
All right.
Sit down here.
What a dork.
Got a PowerPoint for you.
Small to mid-sized podcast. How do you make money? Okay. And people pay paywalled content. Okay.
Has Jeff Black ever been to a Hooters?
Dude, no. No one's inviting Jeff Black to a Hooters.
Dave, do we need to give you the rock?
I just want to give me the rock for 1 minute.
Okay.
So it came out yesterday. Hooters will close underperforming stores across the United States. The Atlanta-based chain operates more than 420 Hooters restaurants, in 42 states
Very
and
cool.
29 countries. You ever been to Hooters in another country?
I haven't.
What's your top country to go to Hooters in if you have the opportunity?
Sweden.
Yeah, no, it's trending Northern European.
Sweden.
I'm going Brazil.
Ooh.
Jeez. Oh my
Those little booty shorts, you kidding me? In Brazil, Dave? Are you
I bet
kidding
Hooters
me?
in Brazil are wild.
Dude,
Oh
I
my
bet it's
God.
a fucking scene there.
Yeah.
I bet you someone has daggered inside of Hooters before.
Absolutely. Are you kidding? I bet
Yeah.
they're doing it right now somewhere.
I don't know about that.
I found out they're closing one in Arlington, Texas, on Little Road, which is one that we used to go to quite a bit in our 20s, play golf, go play one of the munis. And the boys would all take our sweaty asses over to Hooters, sit there, order wings, have some more beers. Those are the days. And the fact that they're closing a number of these Hooters is disappointing. And I'm looking at you, fellas. I'm looking at the boys. I want you to know that this is on you. And if you're listening to this, you're like, who is he to call me out? Well, I'm Dave, and I'm calling you out because you haven't been supporting your local Hooters.
Mm-mm.
First of all, here's the thing about Hooters. The wings are good.
Mhm.
They're not the best, but they're good. You can bring your wife to Hooters. Some people, my wife, she likes the wings. And we've been to Hooters together.
Daytona style.
One time. I don't remember. Probably. I fuck with Daytona.
Mm-hmm.
They're good. And I just I'm asking guys, I'm asking men, be better. Be better. There's people there who have jobs that rely on this stuff. A lot of tips, a lot of networking. I don't know if you've been to Hooters, but I've been to a Hooters and I've heard of waitresses getting hired at prominent oil and gas companies just based on networking and being a good waitress. That happened. True story.
It's beautiful.
So just support your Hooters. They're closing, and there's going to come a time when your kids grow up and they're going to go, Dad, what was Hooters? And you're going to be like, hey, how much time you got? Let's go spit roast a lamb and talk about it.
How far do I have to drive to get to the nearest Hooters?
I feel like you got to go up around Round Rock Way.
I think you're right.
There ain't one in Austin. It
I
closed.
think you're right. There's one by Lakeline Mall, I believe.
John Duda used to live about 20 yards from one.
I know.
And he used to just go eat there.
It is that one has been shut down as well years ago.
That was years ago.
Yep. You're gonna have to go real south down
Selma?
Selma way.
Down some away?
No, there's got to be one close.
You got to go up Pflugerville way.
Pflugerville.
Next time I go up and see the in-laws, I'll make a pit stop, support my local Hooters.
They say it's between a rock and a weird place. It's Round Rock and Austin.
Well, this Hooters might be between a rock and a hard place, my friend.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Very hard place.
I don't want Hooters to go away.
If you go
Even if you have to support them remotely, even if you have to just order some wings for your boys who are in striking distance on the DoorDash apps, Uber Eats, things like that, like just make it happen.
Or maybe you want to host a party,
Yeah.
invite 50 of your guy friends over, and you're not going to try to sell them on anything.
No.
But like maybe they want some wings,
Yeah.
you know?
You could just do that. Sure, Twin Peaks has a better menu, but don't forget about Hooters. Do you think how many pay pigs do you think have been spawned from Hooters?
Oh,
That's the original side of the
Mhm.
It really
pig.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had to have been like patient zero.
Yeah.
It was the Wuhan lab of pay pigs.
Hey, honey, you got a Venmo? Yeah, why?
You'll see. You're never gonna see me again, but I am going to send you a significant amount of money each month, and I want you to have fun with it.
Can you imagine Tim Robinson just sitting on like a sectional couch at a nice house with a game on, a bunch of people around him, and he's just like eating some lamb off of his plate, and he's looking around. You're not trying to sell me anything?
What? Why? Lamb is an interesting choice. By
Yeah,
the
like
way.
a whole lamb?
A whole lamb?
Like, I ordered lamb chops on my birthday last year. It was like way more expensive than I thought it was going to be.
Just a whole lamb.
This guy was just walking up. People would be like, all right, so what do you got?
Unless you own lambs, how do you acquire a whole lamb?
You get them. It's a very cultural thing.
You got a lamb guy?
No, but a lot of my Serbian friends have lamb roast,
Okay.
especially for like holidays and their stuff too. So
He just culturally dunked on
my
your
my
bitch
friends
ass.
are just at one
Randy,
the other
I'm
day.
asking you a genuine question. Can I come hang out with you and your Serbian friends next time y'all
That
mob?
sounds
Because that
dope.
sounds
I
awesome.
didn't know you had Serbian friends.
Do they
Well,
freak
I
with
mean-
mint jelly?
They're all back home in Chicago.
Oh, okay. Well,
Back
let's
home.
roast a lamb with them on Saturday. We got nothing to do during the day.
Can you
I'm
acquire
sure
a whole
someone
lamb?
actually wants to
Get
do
a whole
that.
lamb by Saturday?
I can hit up my lamb guy.
Okay.
See, not like a keg guy. I do have a lamb guy.
Okay.
Got a lamb guy.
Just eating lamb with the boys.
You'll meet some of them this weekend. in
Lamb
Chicago.
chops go crazy if they're done well.
I love a lamb chop.
Like,
Will.
oh my God.
They go dumb.
Mm-hmm. The worst thing I ever did was try it at a restaurant recently and know what it tastes like in a good way. All the other ones I've had before have been dry. It's weak.
Can't have that.
I might need to do this soon. What's the best way to make a lamb chop?
You usually just smoke the whole thing, the whole lamb,
Well, 50 are your
and
best
then
friends.
invite 50 friends over.
Oh, true.
All males.
You
true.
can single out the chops for yourself. We'll eat the rest of it.
We should have a lamb roast at the Dick
Oh,
Saloon.
God. Can you imagine just sipping Cuddy Sark and then just roasting a lamb?
Mm-hmm.
On non-network night
Oh my
at the
God.
saloon.
Having a lamb roast down at the shithole.
He didn't try to sell us on anything.
It was
Dude,
weird.
shut up. We're just hanging out. What are you expecting?
Dude sitting on the couch just scrolling his LinkedIn app while
He-
people are talking about the game.
He brings his laptop.
Mhm.
What are you doing, Jeff?
That's
He's
this
got a
guy.
name. He's got a pre-made name tag on.
He's just
Hello, I'm Jeff.
he's just sitting there with his like business cards, like the people in Vegas hanging them out. Just
Where's the table for the business cards?
Like,
Like,
dude,
what?
Stop.
I mean, you put the beer in the cooler if you want. What are you talking about?
He shows up with a tray full of Schlotsky sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this was a lunch and learn.
Mm-hmm.
Is it not? We are going to learn, right?
What a
Right?
dork.
Dude, I need someone to be Jeff's friend. Bad. Bad. I need them to reignite his friendship in his
Yeah.
heart.
Randy, it's the Anakin.
He's-
It's the Anakin meme.
He's starved for friendship.
which one?
You will be selling me something, right? Right?
the Natalie Portman one. Yeah.
It's a verbal meme show.
So I like a verbal meme. I still
Love
want to do a segment where Randy presents us with one recent photo and we have to live meme it.
Oh, yeah. What happened to that? Do it,
Let's
Randy.
do it.
Do
Let's
it right now, buddy.
Come on, Randy. Find a good meme photo. Actually, Randy, hold up one moment. Actually,
Here's a photo. That's a lamb. That's how lamb roasts are.
That doesn't
Come
look
on,
very
dude.
good.
Trigger warning, bro.
That doesn't look very good. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, that kind of just ruined it for me, man.
You kind of just take the vibe. I feel bad for that lamb right now.
Well,
I'm not going to your lamb roast, Randy.
Yeah, dude,
That's what you're bringing to the table.
That's weird.
Bro, let's go out this weekend. There's a crazy event happening.
I like to turn up.
Bro, there's a crazy event happening.
Let's just go have fun and let go with it.
This weekend in fun, or is it this weekend in Chicago? Presented by our friends over at Muggsy. Muggsy makes damn comfortable clothing for guys everywhere. They started by reinventing the jeans game in 2015, and now they make the best jeans, chinos, tops, and joggers ever. We love these guys. We're going to Chicago. We're hanging out in the store. We will be standing there. We'll be trying on clothing. We'll be buying clothing. Dave will be rating your fit. We're all going to be vibing. Cool Max Denim, Summertime Shy. Name a better duo. I'll wait.
Forget about it, cuh.
Can't do it. Go shop our friends over at Muggsy. Their entire goal is making guys more comfortable at work, at the bar, on the course, wherever, by giving them one place to shop. Their dream is for you to be able to walk into your closet, grab some stuff, walk out, and look put together. And guess what? If you do that in their store, I guarantee it'll work. First-time customers can get 20% back on their first order right now. All you need to do is head to Muggsy.com, enter your email, and the discount code is automatically applied to your cart. That's 20% back on the only jeans and pants you'll ever wear again. Free shipping, free returns on every single order. So the only risk is never knowing how great they truly are. But if you're coming in store, you can get 20% off in store Friday, June 28th from 5 to 7 p.m.
What kind of commission am I going to get for selling clothes Friday?
It's a good question.
Because I'm going to leave. Dudes, you're going to be leaving with a bag full of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Wear your galoshes because you'll be dripping.
Yes.
Do I need to ask you what you're doing this weekend? Does this need to be a communal conversation?
Yeah, man. Like straight up, I'm going to Chicago with the boys. Like straight up.
straight up.
Catch me at the Muggsy store, just sipping Frosty Boys with the squad, with the backers coming and getting 20% off. Dave's getting a commission. Galoshes everywhere. No, it's gonna be fun. I'm so excited.
Do you have anything off the radar that you're like you're fixing to do while we're there?
No, I mean, if there's an actual mob tour happening, I'm attending. If you want to step away and do that, I'm with you.
Well, you did ask me like, hey, do you plan on being out of the hotel room for a significant amount of time? I just want to schedule it up so I can get some rest.
I don't think I said that.
I don't really understand why.
Prove it. I said that.
Why can't you rest when I'm there? Just
I'm,
weird.
I'm interested. That has my attention. I've heard that the museum, the art, whatever it is.
If I go to one museum, I'd like to go to the Art Institute just because it's baller.
Apparently, I've heard it's dope.
Can you take classes?
All the museums in Chicago are pretty sick. Like you're not gonna if you go to the Shed Aquarium, you're gonna have a blast. If you go to the
I'm not an aquarium guy.
Really?
Yeah, Parks is. So I've been a bunch.
You're scared of it like collapsing on you and all the water going in. Suddenly you're swimming with the fishes.
Just doesn't do it to 'em.
I'm surprised
do
you
it
don't want to go to planetarium.
Yeah,
There's a planetarium.
I went there in 8th grade, bro.
I'm sure it's awesome, but I mean, I can't do everything, right?
Why? We got all Friday. We got all Saturday. Hit
The
that
world is yours,
planetarium, dude.
No one's
I
trying
want
to sell you on anything.
I want the Capone tour. You know,
I get it.
I want to see where someone got whacked. You know,
Ew.
That'll be our room.
Come on down to the Dick Saloon. A lot of whack.
I'm pumped, man. I'm super excited.
down.
We haven't done anything like this in a minute.
It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
the news is
I
going
got
to be
some-
there.
I got some things. I got some things to think about because all of those things you just mentioned sound dope. I do like museums. I do like aquariums. I do like planetariums, Randy. I like all that stuff. A boat tour, the architecture tour, sounds delightful.
I'm not getting on a boat.
Fred said he wants to do architecture tour. I had someone ask me why you guys didn't want to. Apparently, they have memos.
I've done
on
it
there.
before.
Oh well, that's why.
Also, memos don't move the needle for me.
Architecture doesn't move the needle for me.
Yeah, I don't need a memo. I don't need a memo to have fun. I get off on architecture.
I can walk around and look at architecture.
I don't know what I want to do.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm gonna be doing it with a cold beer.
Exactly one.
I'm gonna have one beer Friday, one beer Saturday.
It's the perfect amount.
And I'll tell you what, don't even ask because I ain't even drinking anymore.
Okay.
But I ain't drinking.
How
any
fucking
less.
pissed would be if we showed up at Muggsy with tequila and they were like, or would they be happy that people's clothes are falling off so then they could put them in new clothes?
And then they buy replacement clothes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Muggsy's officially a bring your own tequila situation. If any backer shows up naked with a bottle of tequila, we'll buy you an outfit.
But please don't do that. Might get real weird.
You can't just walk down Armitage with a hog out.
No, dude, if you're going down Armitage with your hog out, like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Armitage. Oh man, I'm pumped.
I haven't been to Chicago in a really long time.
Are we sticking it? Are we staying? Whoa, what? Are we going to stay at Sluggers or is there like a move?
I don't know.
it's
I'm going to let it materialize.
probably TBD, man.
I'm going to let it
Okay.
materialize.
We'll just-
If
we'll
I've
feel
learned
the vibe.
anything is that if you try to plan something for after a meetup, it's not going to work
We're
because we always end up staying longer than we anticipate, and you just don't know. You just don't know.
We're gonna go where the vibes take us.
I'm going to try to be in bed fairly early Friday.
I got news. I'm going to have to be in bed early both nights because I can't physically stay up past midnight unless I'm playing video games.
I think that's plenty late.
Oh yeah, midnight's late for your boy. I'm excited. We get in pretty early on Friday, right?
Our flight leaves at 8 something here, right?
8:12, I believe.
Sounds right.
Do we have a good idea of the seating situation on this plane?
It's American, so they're assigned, right?
Yeah.
Do we have to check in, or do you have to check in, Dave?
I have no idea.
Okay.
There's a very non-zero chance that our American flight just doesn't take off in time because it's American Airlines.
Yeah.
And they stink, baby.
I'm gonna go ahead and bank on it. I'm gonna get there.
I
like
fucking hate
9:30.
American Air, dude.
It's the worst.
It's not like the worst when you're on the plane and you're flying. Like it's actually pretty nice. But like I just think they cancel more flights than they actually take off.
cancel flights, they double booked or delayed. It's the worst.
Flying to the Midwest, like you have to do American. It's just a bitch.
Mm.
I'm proud to be an American.
I'm proud to be.
Can I get a Patriot,
Patriot
point,
point.
please? Thank you,
Patriot
Randy.
point.
Thank you. I'm only 20 points back still.
Fuck, am I gonna have to check in for everybody?
I've got Sally doing flashcards with me on Billboard charts from the last 25 years.
I don't get it. Why would I have to? Because I booked
Because
it.
you booked it, dude.
But
You're a
everybody's-
bookie boy.
I shared the itinerary with everybody.
You're going to do a great job checking us in.
No, I'm going to download that app.
I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I get the AA app.
That app
Figure
is
it out.
coming for you.
I already got it, dog.
No, you don't.
All right.
No, you don't. You're Rizless.
Okay.
Just kidding.
All right, man.
Hey, we're really looking forward to seeing everybody in Chicago. Should be an absolute blast. But before that, we got listener voicemail. So don't forget to check those out. Patreon.com/circlingbackpodcast. If you're only on the free feed, we'll see you guys next week, or we'll see you in Chicago, and we're going to convince you to become a patron. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.